So the long journey to the summit of European football starts with the opening fixture of the Champions League. So quite a contest we have in store. Just listen to the noise level from the stands. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Harry Kane merits a mention. What doesn't he do well? Leads the line, drops deeper into space, he runs well with the ball at his feet, and he's rarely wild when attempting an effort at goal. He's been a great find.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Superb goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Lamela. Now it's Kane. Walker. There's a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Iniesta. Tries a through ball. It's got through. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now it's Kane. It's broken loose. Roberto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Dembele. Now it's Kane. Luis Suarez. Out wide to the right. Messi. And out to safety. Sergio Busquets goes long and forward, and he's there to make a great save.
Much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
And it's Walker. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rakitic is on a run down the left wing, thrust towards the front line. He's had a go! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, that's just lovely skill. He's certainly a player who can single-handedly make a difference. Great talent.
Dembele. Rose. Kane. There is the half-time whistle.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Lovely bit of skill. Messi!
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Messi. Out again for a throw-in. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
Well, when you see chance after chance go astray like that, it's only natural to think that they may end up with a little regret here.
Roberto, and it's Iniesta. Nicely controlled. It's a loose ball.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Danger averted for now. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, that's neat. A chance! Clearance now. Can they make something of it? Kane, already, of course, on the score sheet. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Messi hits it! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Neymar. Vertonghen does well there. Alert. Lamela. It'll be a throw-in. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Titi with the ball through. That intervention was very necessary. Defence has got rid of that. And time is up. So the first game is lost and there is ground to be made up. The margin for error significantly reduced. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Barcelona against Fiorentina. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Astori does well there, alert. Rakitic plays it out to the wing. Sanchez. Luis Suarez. Badal. Iniesta. Badal. Deftly done. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Aimed long and direct. Tomovic. Looks to slip it through. He's off on a marauding run. Neymar with a shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Now it's Neymar. It's got through and... out to the left it goes. Tries a through ball. Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Sanchez. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. It's Neymar. Luis Suarez could try cutting inside here. Rakitic. Now it's Iniesta. And it's Busquets. Shots on! Badel gets good distance on it. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Gets things going for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Now the pass. Piqué pumps it forwards. Spoon forward. Has he picked him out? Now it's Luis Suarez. Real chance. It's a loose ball. Josip Ilicic. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Luis Suarez is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Luis Suarez pins it out wide. The shot's on! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Barcelona breaking the deadlock.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rakitic. Tomovic positions himself well and cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Iniesta. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
To safety, pumps it upfield. Jordi Alba. Now it's Neymar. Keeper's got good distance on that. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Out wide to the right. And it's Neymar. Jordi Alba. Luis Suarez looking to get on the end of this. Neymar. Who's going to make this theirs? And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, they got the win despite being made to scrap, and scrap quite hard for it, so full credit to them for coming through such a stern test.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. Quick look at the lineups. So it's away we go then. Luis Suarez pushes it out wide. Messi floats one over. Neymar. And he's there to make a great save.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Massive leap! Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? Long and high towards the flank. And the defence can get it clear. And it's Busquets. Busquets. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez with the ball through. Managed to get it away. Going for goal! It's come back out! Goal! Barcelona! Jim, your thoughts?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
Barcelona draw first blood here.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Can he finish? Ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Piqué gets it back. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. And it's Messi. Roberto, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Messi, Rakitic. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Battles to win it back. Now the pass. Top save! That shot was travelling. Gets up to head it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. The referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Barcelona are in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. That gets things going for the second half. Barcelona carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. Played out to the wing. A chance! Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And Titi with a long pass out wide. Iniesta, good challenge, he just stood firm. Neymar, Luis Suarez, has a hit! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Barcelona get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
There is some activity down on the touchline. Seems there's going to be a change. Tries the route one option.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Luis Suarez. Suarez has a go! Gets good distance on it. It's Iniesta. And he's there to hoof it away. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Lovely bit of skill. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Nicely controlled. Rakitic, Neymar. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Ooh, that was marginal, I'd say, very marginal.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Jordi Alba boots it upfield. Chance! Good clearance and very necessary. And that will be the final act. Barcelona have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
So, the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. So the two starting lineups. We're underway. And he has been fouled there. Luis Suarez passes it through. Now it's Messi. Can he find a finish now? Well, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
Gets up to head it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I just really like the way they've started with such intensity, Peter.
Be a throw-in. Away from immediate danger. And it's Iniesta. Now it's Messi. It's come loose. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a penalty. Not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So the would-be breakthrough moment. That's a poor pen.
Oh, it could prove to be a pretty damaging miss too, and I think we're about to find out how strong their spirit is now.
PK gathers from the goal kick. Sergio Busquets. Out to the left it goes. It's Neymar! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, he made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
Great leap! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Barcelona take the lead, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries a through ball. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Rakitic. Jordi Alba tries to get it forward quickly. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Aimed long and direct. Neymar. Defence has got rid of that. Titi. Barcelona are in control here on the brink of half-time. Messi. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. He's off on a marauding run. Good clearance now, can they make something of it? And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Start of the second half. Barcelona carry a 1-goal lead into the second half. And it's Messi. Lobs it in gently. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Barcelona looking to widen the gap even further here. He'll fancy himself from here. Neymar! Just off target.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. So it's the route one option. Well positioned to make that interception. Thrust towards the front line. Where to from here? Rakitic tries a long pass towards the front. Lovely bit of skill. Hits one! This could fall anywhere. Just a fraction high.
Well, how close can you get? That must have been a matter of inches.
Impression so far, Jim? He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Iniesta goes long and forward. Now the pass. He's gone for it! Neymar is flagged offside.
Yeah, the ball in set up the opportunity for someone to go and meet it. Defenders were on their heels. He was on his toes. Oh, look, they should have reacted to that quicker. You know, still he was helped by the fact that the marking was so poor.
Iniesta pumps it forwards. Looks like a good ball through. Looks to slip it through. Neymar is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Neymar! Oh my word, that is fantastic! He's got himself a peach of a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Barcelona have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Pushes it out wide. On the right now. What's on? Cut out in the nick of time. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Messi. And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, if you can find a weakness, Peter, then it's a case of exploiting it to the full. and they realised the spine of this team wasn't so strong, and time after time they used it to their advantage, and it paid off.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
So the players and officials stand tall for the anthem. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I would say the Croatian, Ivan Rakitic, a passer with a creative edge who will probe away until he can release a teammate with the right through ball. Best described as either crisp or cutting.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Iniesta with the ball through. Messi. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Roberto! It's come loose. Clears it out of harm's way. And Titi does well there, alert. Aimed forward. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now the pass. Can he find a finish now? Messi is flagged offside.
Yeah, as long as one voice is making the call to step up, they got it right.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries a through ball. And the defence can get it clear. Sergio Busquets gets it back. It's a long forward pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. A chance! He's had a shot! Oh, he's showing a distinct lack of urgency.
Well, look, that's what happens when you're caught in two minds. You just don't know what you're doing.
And it's Walker. Lamella. Gets it out wide now. Kane passes it through. Rakitic. Neymar. Looks like a good ball through. Neymar needed to come up with a better ball.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem.
And back to base. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Alderweireld pumps it upfield.
Well, there's no way I'm accusing him of being selfish, Peter. He had no support. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Vertonghen can hoist it clear. Looks to slip it through. It's a decent ball. He's gone for it! Oh, it's gone in!
Unbelievable.
Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Yeah, and he had to adjust his body position to swing at that. It was instinctive and top draw.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Danger averted for now. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Musa Sissoko. Now it's Lamela. Lamela's cross. Their effort, he reacted well.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Thrust towards the front line. And it's Neymar. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations.
Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Driving on, he could shoot here. So not long left in this now. And he has been fouled there. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Luis Suarez loops it upfield. Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. Keeper's got good distance on that. He'll hammer it! Goal! Barcelona! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both.
The final whistle. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Early qualification is always a good bonus. They've shown resilience and strength and have all the essentials to go on a lengthy cup run. It's all looking pretty good for them.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Fiorentina against Barcelona. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Towering header! Goal! Fiorentina! Ter Stegen reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Fiorentina have an early lead. Good start. Rakitic plays it into the channel. Luis Suarez is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, what a save! He had a long way to go.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Neymar tries to get it forward quickly. There is the genius of Luis Suarez! They are right back in business. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Josip Ilicic pumps it forwards. Luis Suarez looks to slip it through. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Luis Suarez with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Barcelona take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Neymar goes short. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? That really should have hit the net.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Story. And it's Ilicic. Jordi Alba. And the whistle goes for half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Now it's Luis Suarez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's a hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Sanchez. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He's scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, he was right in front of goal and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Sanchez. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the flag has stayed down. And the defence can get it clear. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Deftly done. It's Luis Suarez! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt. Messi did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Luis Suarez, aimed long and direct, hoists it high. Sergio Busquets. And that's that. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, qualification may have been confirmed with a game to spare, but they were determined to end on a high, almost as if they're sending a message to say, we're not backing off on this, we won it.
It's the opening fixture of the business end of the Champions League. It is cutthroat now. A single error could spell the end of the road. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
A gifted little man named Goethe. His movement makes him so hard to pick up. He's allowed to play by feel and not have to worry too much about chasing back. It all leads to a very dangerous customer.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rakitic. Jordi Alba. Thrust towards the front line. He's gone for it! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Sergio Busquets. Early ball. Got a throw in. And he's there to hoof it away. Iniesta. Messi. Roberto. Lovely feet. Cut out in the nick of time. Out wide to the right. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Jordi Alba. And it's Messi. Looks to slip it through. What a save! Terrific reactions. Royce plays a clever pass. Clears it out of harm's way. Let us put a stop to that. Royce. Roberto pumps it upfield. Sergio Busquets. And it's Roberto. Tries to dink it in. Luis Suarez cuts it back. Goal! 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Barcelona get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.